Some of our subscribers have asked us to do some how-to videos, and we thought since we are returning to basics, we could do some basic training videos for people. And my wife heartily agreed, particularly for women. So we're going to do some things like how to set up a trail camera. This particular person asked because they want to set one up to see what's eating their garden at night. Is it raccoons, or is it deer, or whatever? And they didn't know how to use a trail camera, and so things that a lot of us guys take for granted. So I'm going to do some basic training series in the next few weeks. There's one of my trail cameras at the intersection of two different trails. So game can come through here from three different directions. And so I've put it looking down the hill so that we can actually see what's coming, usually going up and down the hill. And most of the time, oddly enough, the game are going down the hill. Turning it off. Taking it down off of the mount. It's a little Simmons whitetail. It only cost about $50. They're not very expensive cameras. You see they have their LEDs that they use at night. Here's the camera lens itself, and here's the motion detector. And so you have to keep these things clean so that they'll work and perform correctly, particularly that motion detector right there. And then the lens of the camera needs to be clean, and there's the inside, and the other is a shield on the outside. A little bit of dirt there. Get that wet. There we are. Alright, so once you open it like this, you eject the batteries, and there's the 8 batteries. And when you change out the batteries, and you also change out your SD card, and that's what I'll do today. So click that out like that, snap that SD card out. I carry a little wallet of other SD cards, so I'll put another one in here. Put a new fresh SD card in there. You just snap it in, push it in until it snaps. Then you change out those batteries. And after you change out the batteries, you have to reset the clock, because it will lose all of its settings, like its date and time settings. So we have to redo all of those. You think of this as being a remote placed video camera or clock. I put all of mine on video so that we can actually see the movement of the deer and learn from them. I'll get out 8 fresh. We use rechargeable batteries, and that's something that I would suggest to all of you, is buy a trail camera that will use rechargeable batteries, or you'll be spending all kinds of money all the time buying and replacing batteries. And it just doesn't make sense when there's plenty of good trail cameras out there that will use and will function and cycle on rechargeable batteries. So there's my new pack of rechargeables. Slide that back in and reach around here and get my cell phone. Today is August the 5th and it's 12:41. So what we do is we turn it on here in the middle section, and it says it's 12:44, so it retains some of the time pretty good. And I'll say okay, and I'll leave it, and it's flashing now at 12. I'll leave it at 12 and I'll say okay, and then my phone says 44 and it says 45, so I'll press the down arrow a couple of times and then hit OK. And it's August the 5th. It kept that. It retained that much. So I'll just say OK and OK. And it is 2020 and I say OK. And what I do is every 15 seconds it can snap a picture, 3 pictures, or video, and I put it on video. And then it comes over here and it's asking me now if I want to reformat the card, the SD card. And you do want to format the SD card, so I press the Y instead of the N. I press the up arrow for Y and I say OK, and it says format, yes or no. It's asking me again, so I say yes. Get that little bug off of me, and it formatted that card very quickly, and now it's ready. And so I can push it to on, close it, and it's counting down 10, 9, 8, 7. Put it back on my mount here. And step over here and look and see if it's where I want it. Adjust it just a little bit on the tree. Aim it down that way, and there we have it. And now this camera is functional. It's probably taking my video right now. But that's how you set up and use a video camera. And I suggest that you use our trail camera, and I have it set up on video. And I suggest that you set them up on video, because you'll learn so much more about the animals that you're trying to, the information you're trying to capture about the animals by watching them on video. And once you buy the camera, and once you pay for the SD card and the batteries, you're operating for free. So don't worry about running up batteries or using up your SD card, buying a large size SD card. I use 16 gigabytes or 32 gigabyte cards, and I never run out of space. But I check them about every 2-3 weeks. Sometimes I'll go 4, but most of the time it's 2 to 3 weeks. And so you'll be checking them more often if you're using them on a garden or something like that. So that's how I work my trail cameras out on Dogwood Trace.